What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy, Kizzie in the building. Hi. And I can't wait to talk. Yes, sir. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new opportunity, man. Thank God for being alive. Thank God for you being in this earth. Thank God for your family. Man, just thank God. Thank God for being who he is. God is God, man. He's the creator of the ends of the earth. He knew the end before the beginning. So thank him for a brand new day. Man, I am so elated. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I didn't post last week, and so, man, it feels like, yeah. I don't know. I'm really charged right now. Like I'm really charged because I feel like I've been gone for a while, and it's only been a week, But I am truly thankful. Of course, these episodes are pre-recorded for the most part. I haven't done a live just yet where I'm actually doing a podcast, but I believe that that's coming in the future where I'm gonna be able to just chime in live one day and just go in. So be on the lookout for that. Hey, be on the lookout. We gonna make it do what it do because I can't wait to talk about it. You did. But yeah, I am truly again just excited. I first off, I really appreciate all of you guys. I thank you all for your love, your support, for everything that you're doing. The comments, the likes, the shares. I mean, man, hey, we doing it out here. Like God has been faithful, to me, been showing me favor, and it's just been a blessing. It truly has, man. It was like once I committed to doing this, in spite of my flaws, in spite of my insecurities, in spite of everything, God has been showing himself to me, and I've been seeing a mighty move, man. It's like I post these videos and I'm doing these reels and these shorts, man, and people are sharing it, and I'm just like, wow, I don't know who that is. It's one thing when family supports you, but it's another thing when the world supports you, and I'm not looking for world clout, but I'm just saying it makes a difference when people from different states and cities and countries, like what you do, and they support you. It's just a blessing. I'm not looking for fans, because we all family. We all have, our issues. We all go through things. We all, are struggling with weight. Y'all can see weight consume me. You did? So we deal with it. We deal with it. Everybody, it don't matter who you are. It don't matter how rich you are. It don't matter how poor you are. It don't matter, how strong you are, how weak you are. We all have struggles. And that's why this platform was created, so that we can talk about this weight, so that we can try to, start this conversation in order to lead to the healing that we need. Because as long as we lie dormant in these conversations, as long as we talk about it and try to hold it on the inside, that's what keeps the weight building. That's what keeps the weight to continue to accumulate and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. See, if y'all see me out in public, y'all gonna see this massive guy. And the reality of it is, yeah, it's a massive guy, but it ain't all because I don't sit there and do, but it's because of weight I've carried over the years, and it has translated over into my body. Oh, but we come. We come. So I just wanted to put it out there, man. Like I said, I love and appreciate y'all. Again, everybody that's liking the YouTube, that's subscribing to the YouTube channel, that's been liking the videos, that's been liking the reels, sharing the reels. I really do appreciate y'all. But we got to get to business. You know what I'm saying? Well, we done got all that out the way. It's time to get to business. When I was young, I used to always hear, just like, I don't know if it was a nursery rhyme. I don't know what it was, but sticks and stones. Sticks and stones and break me a bone. What is it? What? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Really. That's, yeah. And you know, maybe back then, that was the case. But it's a different day. And honestly, I don't think, I think maybe, you know, that was, you know, done because, you know, people felt like maybe back then when that whole, you know, thing came about, maybe that was the attitude of, yeah, you can hit me with sticks, you can hit me with stones, but your words ain't gonna hurt me because I'm strong. I'm, you know, and you know, I believe at some point that probably was the case. That probably was the case in a lot of people's minds, that they were strong-willed, they were strong-minded, and they was like, yeah, you can't say nothing to hurt me. But we're gonna get into that. Yeah, let me go on do my, you know, behind the scenes stuff. You know, I got that behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Bam, it's on the screen. Yes, sir. Can't wait to talk sticks and stones. So getting back to, you know, my idea of this episode, I believe that when you have a solid foundation, you know, the Bible talks about train up a child in the way that they should go, so that when they are old, they will not depart from it. And I believe that when you have a solid foundation as far as a village, because it takes a village to raise children. You know, parents just can't do it alone. Even going back to the beginning of the world, you know, God created man, male and female, but he started with man. He started with Adam. But he looked at Adam and he said, you know what? It's not good for man to be alone. So I'm going to create you a helper, a helpmeet, you know, because you can't do this on your own. You need help. And so we can't operate in this world alone. So don't think that, oh, I can do it myself. No, you can't. Two minds are better than one. And three, hey, yeah, I'm just saying, there's nothing that you can do in this world and be able to survive when you are doing it alone. And I mean purposely, not just because you don't have no choice. Because there are situations, and then even in the end, you're not doing it on your own because God is giving you strength. Hello. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you the strength. He's with you. You know, the Bible says, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. Joshua 1. Chapter 1. You know, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. So you're never alone. You always got, you know, the Holy Spirit as your helper, as your comforter. So, but like I was saying, I believe that, you know, when they came up with the whole sticks and stones, maybe this was a person who came from strong-minded parents, or, you know, had uncles and aunties that really empowered them and gave and spoke into their life and told them that, hey, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're perfect, you're strong, you're this, you're that. And because of those affirmations that their family was giving them, they were like, you know what? Yeah. Oh, you say I can't do what, man? Whatever. Man, I can do, man, that. Case in point, David. Oh, see, this is not even a Bible study, but I just want to throw this in here. Because David, when he went up against Philistine, he was like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine? Or Philistine, however you want to say it. I don't know the correct. But who is this uncircumcised Philistine? And everybody else was scared. They were like, shaking in their boots, like, man, he's a giant. He this, that. He like, man, my father, going back to what I was saying, he'll never leave you nor forsake you. He said, my father was there with me when I was tending to my father in heaven was there with me when I was tending to my father on earth, sheep, and how the lions and the bears was coming up trying to snag them. And I defeated them, me, by myself, all day. That's a Kevin Hart reference. But anyway, so you know what I'm saying? Like, so he was like, yo, who is this uncircumcised dude? Like, what? I didn't already handle business. Like, I didn't already been in battles. So what you saying don't faze me. Your talk, your conversation don't faze me, bruh. I done already did that, done that. What? So, and I'm saying that because in his mind, oh, he was strong. You just couldn't say nothing to him and be like, you know, oh, you can't defeat me. You ain't that. Man, I done watched God move. So, coming up with this topic, I actually wanted to do it a year ago, but I honestly think I couldn't do it then because I probably would have been too emotional in doing it. Because when I think of sticks and stones now, and I think of the way of the world, you know, there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of hurt that people are dealing with. And you know, I set up talking about just that foundation and that, you know, that village, because throughout history, families, that how God saw fit to be, how families are supposed to be, have been broken down generation after generation after generation. So you no longer have, you know, and I let me preface this when I say this. I'm not saying that that's every household, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of broken homes. That's what I'm saying. There are more broken homes now than there was back then. I would say that, you know, back in the Bible days or whatever the case may be, or even 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, there are more broken homes now than it was back then. So what happens when you have an influx of brokenness going on, where there's no stability? You know, like if you sitting in a chair and one of the legs break, then guess what? That chair that was solid before, that you sat in with no problems, now, and it don't have to be broke completely, but it might have a crack or whatever the case may be. So now you sitting in that chair a little bit more gingerly because you're like, man, that leg a little broke. You know, or, you know, somebody come over, hey, watch that chair right there. It's yeah, one of the legs a little off. Listen, it got crack in it. You warn people. Why? Because you like, hey, it ain't stable like it was. And that's how families are now. You know, that's how generations are being raised. They are broken. There's something that's going on within them that they can't handle. So when we talk about sticks and stones and words will never hurt, it's a little different nowadays. Because, yeah, sticks and stones will hurt. Oh, yeah. Let somebody throw a rock at you. Let somebody throw a stick at you. Oh, it's going to hurt. Oh, but them words? Ooh. Oh, them words going to hurt. Oh, words can hurt. They will hurt to your core. And so this episode kind of leans on talking about abuse. See, we don't want to talk about that stuff. Yeah, we don't want to talk about abuse because, you know, we've always known abuse as someone beating on the other person. You know, that's abuse. Oh, you know, and I'm just saying this. I'm not saying that I'm, you know, for or against. I'm just talking about the whole, you know, back when Chris Brown and Rihanna had got into it back in the day. And, you know, it allegedly, you know, he was beating on her and stuff like that. And, you know, and I guess he's had that pattern of kind of putting his hands on women. So, you know, a lot of women and, you know, maybe some men feel like, how could y'all support him? He don't do nothing but hit on women, da-da-da-da. And yes, that's a bad thing. I'm not condoning no violence against anybody. Because, see, this episode is going to get real deep. I'm just saying. Back in the day, it was always, you know, about the man beating on the woman. And it's been documented. It's been proven. Like, men have put their hands on women repeatedly, over and over again. And I believe it's because, men have felt superior to women. So men, you might get upset, but guess what? You're not superior to women. We are not superior to women. God placed the men to be the heads of our household, but not to be superior. See, there's only one superior, and that's that superior being, and that's God. So if you're not answering to him, then guess what? The Bible talks about, because of the fall with Adam and Eve, that the husband's supposed to rule over rule over the wife. That don't mean to rule the wife. That means, like if you in a company, yeah, you the CEO, you the head in charge. But that don't mean that you have to rule with an iron fist, literally. But I think men back in the day, you know how we do when we read the word, if we read the word at all. We'll take what we want to take out of the word of God, and we twist it and we pervert it, because that's what the enemy does. The enemy come in and speak in our ear. Oh man, like he told Eve, oh, you won't surely die. Come on now. So it's like, so men have either heard what the word said about being the head and being the man, and I'm the man. Rah, rah, rah. I'm the man. I'm the man. Hey, hey, better listen to me, woman. Like, bro, that ain't. What's the saying? You attract more flies with honey, or something to that. Something like that. Like, you beating your chest and talking about, you better respect that. That ain't how you. That ain't. No, I'm sorry. That ain't how it worked for you. And I'm not trying to take away the bass in your voice. I'm not trying to take away your strength. I'm just telling you, as a man, that ain't how it works. It's not gonna end well for nobody, because when you are looking for respect, when you are looking for some type of validation from your spouse or your wife, and you like, man, hey, I'm the law around here, and I'm this, that, bada boop, back. Then guess what? And then when you're not getting it, now you got to go to the violence. Now you got to put pause on it. For what? Because they not listening. The Bible say train up a child in the way they should go. It don't say nothing about train up your wife. The Bible say spare the rod, spoil the child. Yeah. It don't say spare the rod, spoil the wife. The Bible don't say nothing about beating on your wife in the Bible. Nothing. It say in Genesis to rule over her, not rule her. So that means you treat her with respect. You treat her with dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's what being a man, that's what being a husband is all about. So throughout generations, though, there have been men that have been putting their hands on women. But I'm going to show you something. Just like this earth continues to turn and things started to change, well, guess what? Women start peeping game. And I say, oh, we tired of getting beat on. We tired of y'all putting y'all hands on us. We just tired. So guess what? We gonna fight back. Whether we win or lose, guess what? We gonna fight back. But see, women are smart. Men, peep game. You know what I'm saying? Women are very smart, because guess what? there are laws in place, or not even just that. Society look at women as being vulnerable or even helpless. And women, I'm not saying y'all helpless. I'm just saying what it looked like. And even being helpless don't make you weak, women. Yeah, I'm gonna get on y'all in a minute. So women know that if he do put his hands on me, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call the police. I'm da 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 da. So it's like, so women have learned, like, oh, okay, I'm tired of him putting his hands on me. I'm gonna put my hands on him. So women start fighting back. But guess what? When the police do come, who going to jail? Oh, don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, you, the man. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because she already know that. She knows she could beat you to a pulp. For the most part, though. You know. And you going to jail. Why? Because you the man. My mother told me this, when I was growing up. I was the oldest. I had a younger brother. I was the oldest. And anybody that has a younger sibling, y'all can testify to this. They will get on your freaking nerves. And I ain't talking about but it don't matter. Anybody that got siblings, y'all know good and well, siblings, especially if there's like an age gap, because I was like, me and my brother like almost 6 years apart, like 5 3/4 or something to that effect. So I got a little time on him. So if I'm a teenager, he a kid, and he in his play and agonizing, and he's whoo, boy, I want to put paws on him, like look at him, boy, you know what I'm saying? So when Mama got involved, she hollering and fussing at both of us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, Mama, because you know what I'm saying? He doing this, he. But you the oldest. Oh. And I'm like, what? Now I'm minding my own business. He agitating me. Y'all see how frustrated I'm. I'm like, that little boy, hey. So, but she would say, but you the oldest. You know better. And see, I'm saying that because guess what, men? The greatest strength you'll ever have is resistance. So if your wife coming at you with them paws, you pull back. You throw your hands up, hey, I ain't trying to, no. You gotta walk away. Because guess what? You the head. You the ruler. So you gotta understand restraints. You gotta understand when to and when not to. So it's like, but like I said, women, yeah, they got tired. They got upset. They like, I ain't dealing with this no more. I'm fighting back. Now that's the physical side of it. Like I said, we've seen abuse over and over again. But I think it's still lopsided. I think it's still, anytime you hear about abuse, it's always the physical. It's always a man putting his hands on women. So men, stop. Just you don't gain anything. It's this couple I watch on YouTube, and I ain't gonna say no names because some they do prank stuff. Some of that stuff is funny, but I do see some paws thrown every now and then, and I'm like, it just don't. It's just not a good look, because all it takes is one blow. And you could be playing around all you want, and next thing you know, we serious. And some couples like that toxic stuff, because to me that's toxic. If you got to put your hands on your loved one to prove a point, what we doing? That there's a part in the Bible where Jesus was casting out demons, and the Pharisees was like, oh man, he casting out demons according to Beelzebub, and Beelzebub was like a one of them other gods, them evil gods, or whatever the case may be. And he was like, whoa, wait a minute. A kingdom, that's divided against itself can't stand. And I talked about foundation earlier. So it's like, if I'm praying against myself, or if I'm praying against, like, a kingdom can't stand if it's divided against itself. So it's like, what we doing here? So when people are putting paws on each other, it's like, yo, I thought y'all loved each other. That ain't love. That ain't love when you putting your hands on, this person, that person. Like, that's not love. So that means that your kingdom, that marriage, that relationship not going to be able to stand because you fighting against each other. You at odds. Like, y'all supposed to be here, but y'all doing this. You can't, ain't no, you can't grab, oh my God, you can't grab each other like this. You got to come together in love, peace, and harmony. But this you can't do it. Ain't no grabbing out. Think I did not twist something. I done broke a nail. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut that out. But anyway, so you got to come together. Violence is not going to solve anything. We see that in news. We see that in everything, especially nowadays. Everybody got a gun. Everybody want to pick up a gun. And that's how they want to solve that issue. Well, guess what? When you kill that other person, how you solve the issue? Oh, they were trying to rob me, or I thought they was trying to rob me. So you kill them, and now what? And then you find out that wasn't really what was going on. You thought that they were trying to do something, but that wasn't really, it was mistaken identity. But they dead now. So then now you got to go to jail. And now you got to spend the rest of your life in prison or however long. All because of what? You chose violence to correct the situation. That's not going. It's not good for nobody. Because now your family's suffering because you gone. The people you didn't kill, they family suffering because they gone. So it's like, where's the solution? And at the end of the day, how did you win? So that sticks. Sticks is all of that. Hands, paws, weapons. Those are sticks. Now let's talk about these words. Because it say sticks and stones and breaking bones, the words will never harm me, hurt me, whatever. Well, words do hurt. Let me just say that. Words hurt. Especially in relationships. And we talking about marriage, we talking about relationships. And like I stated earlier, men, we not only have been physical with our women, but we've been verbal as well. Oh, you fat. Oh, you'll never be this. Oh, you'll never be that. We all have seen The Color Purple. We all know how what's it? I can't remember the dude's name. Danny Glover, I know that's his real name. But we know how he treated, weight tip. What is pain? Pain hurt. Pain is inevitable. Pain makes us scream and squirm and it goes down to the core, to the depths of our soul. And it's hard to deal with. It's like, man, how do I deal with this pain? It's internal, it's external, it's all over. I don't want to deal with this pain. Can someone take it away? But let me share something with you. Allow pain to have its perfect work. Allow pain to get down to the core. Because in order to heal, You have to go through the process. In order to heal, you have to go through it all the way. And then when you come out on the other side, you'll be stronger. You'll have more tolerance. So allow pain to have its perfect work. Allow pain to do its job so that you can be stronger, so that you can be encouraged. God bless y'all. Wait till. God, I can't think of nothing about it. Whoopi, yeah. Sealy, yeah. Well, anyway, y'all know where I'm coming from. We all saw how he treated her. Well, he put his hands on her, but how he talked to her as well. That's a depiction. Matter of fact, watch Color Purple. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But we've seen how he talked to her and stuff like that. Like I said, men. See, men, what we don't realize is we getting back what we've done to women all these years. Now, every man ain't done it. But it only takes one apple to spoil the bunch. And so if enough women have been hurt or have seen hurt, then guess what? They say, nah, that's not going to happen to me. See, a lot of women ain't been hurt in areas like that. But they seen what their mamas gone through, their grandmothers have gone through. So they absorb that. And they say, I ain't letting a man do that to me. Nope. I wish I would. So women have adapted what men have done to them. And they say, you going to put paws on us? We going to put paws on you. You going to verbally abuse us? We going to verbally abuse you. And that's the word for it. It's abuse. Sticks and stones is abuse. Words that are derogatory or tearing down, that's abuse. One thing about being in a relationship is you are looking for companionship. You're looking for a friend, that you can spend your life with, that you can build with. And in doing so, you ain't looking for no drama. You know what I'm saying? Like you're looking for peace and harmony and all those great things. Now, of course, it don't always go like that. Every day ain't gonna be a sunny day. Every day ain't gonna be, just lovely. But for the most part, you're looking for that companion that fits you. Like I was doing this here. You're looking for this. This is what you're looking for, a fit. Fit like a glove. You're looking for a fit. When Adam was put to sleep, God took a rib out of him and made Eve. You're looking for a fit, a completion. You're not looking for this. You're not looking for that. You're looking for this, a completion. So when you find yourself in a relationship and that person becomes abusive, that's not a good thing. Now, I'm not telling you what to do in your situation. A lot of times if you're getting abused, you need to get out. But women, let me say this. And I want to speak to the women right now because there's this narrative that, because we are men that we don't hurt. And I get it, Men have always, walked around beating their chest and like, yeah, I'm the man, I'm this and that. And, men don't cry and all that. Man, I don't know who started that lie, but that's a lie. See, everybody, hear me. I need everybody to hear this. God said, in the beginning, I need y'all, when y'all watch it, after y'all watch the video, if you haven't read it, go to Genesis. Start with the first chapter, then the second and third. He said, let us make man in our image male and female. So if God created male and female, man and woman, he said in our image, he was talking about him and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, then what makes you think that men and women are so different? Yeah, I get it. You know, we have lower extremities that are different, and we have different functions as in the fact that, you know, men produce when men produce the seed, women carries the seed, cultivates the seed, and produces, you know, the fruit. You know, the Bible says, be fruitful and multiply. So in order for the fruit to grow, the seed has to be planted. So the man plants the seed. And the woman cultivates, well, she carries that seed and it cultivates and it grows and it produces fruit. But outside of that, we're a lot alike. We're a lot alike. Women are emotional. And they have a high degree of emotion, but they just show it. Men are emotional as well. For whatever reason, though, we just don't know how to show it. Because a man is always, it's in our makeup to be strong-willed and just like, yes, I'm a man. So when you're talking about crying and emotions, it's like, oh no, that's a weakness. I can't do that. I can't cry. I can't, I wasn't raised by my father, but I've heard a lot of men and women who said especially back in the day, that their fathers never said, I love you. They never said it. They never told their children that they loved them. Now they provided for them. They did everything. They were there for them, but they never told them that they loved them. Why? Why is that? Because love had to do with emotion. And as far as Papa was, he was like, hey, I'm loving on my wife. I just showed her how much, I love, you know what I'm saying? So, but there's this thing that, men don't cry. Men shouldn't cry. Men don't have emotions. Women, we are emotional too. We just don't know how to show it. We just don't know where to put it at. So when you come at us, you think that you could talk any type of way and say whatever you want to say to us, and it's not going to hurt. Oh, it hurt. Oh, it hurt. Sometimes that might be why some women get paws put on them. And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just stating facts. Why? Because a man don't know. Some men, I would say, don't know. Yeah, I had to get in close with this. Some men don't know what to do with that. They don't know how to take, criticism or whatever the case may be. And they feel like, oh, okay, I'm threatened right now. See, when a woman get to talking, y'all don't play fair. And I'm not saying that, things that men have said to you or whatever the case may be, I'm not saying that it was right for them. But see, like I said, y'all smart. And so not only are y'all smart, y'all gonna be smart mouth. Oh, well, I might get in trouble for that. How dare you say I'm smart mouth? Yeah, y'all can be smart mouth. Y'all can just go off the rip and say whatever you want to say. And I guarantee you, if you ask half the men in this world, we've all dealt with that woman that have said whatever she felt like saying and however she wanted to say it, whether it hurt you or not. She said it. And so, women, y'all got to understand something. We hurt as men. We trying to figure things out as men. So, relationship is about trust, right? It's about trust. It's about putting your trust in this person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you want to, you want to build with. You want to be the mother of your children and all of that. There's a trust factor. But when you take the trust that we have and you chew it up and spit it out because you're trying to prove a point, because you want to be overbearing on us, or because you want to rule. See, I know in today's society, women can do it all, and y'all can. Y'all can do a lot. The Bible says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So yeah, you can do it all. But do you want to? Or do you have to? Like, there is a role that men have. There's a role that women have. So it's not about, you're not a less of a person because you're not doing this or you're not doing that. Allow a man to be who a man is, and whatever state that man is in. When you were dating that man, or when you were courting that man, or whatever the case may be, if you was with him long enough, you saw what type of man he was and stuff like that. And guess what? We go through phases. Y'all go through phases. We go through phases. So you got to be able to understand that man, understand what he's going through, understand what he's dealing with, understanding that he has to grow and he's trying to grow, understanding that he don't know how to convey his messages. He don't know how to express what he's feeling. You got to be patient with that man. But when you take what he has shared with you, when you take just those intimate conversations and you throw it up in his face and you try to degrade him and you tear him down, see, and that's the thing. That's why I say, this whole sticks and stones, but words, see, the reality of it is, y'all know these words gonna hurt and y'all want them to. This is why you did. This is why you ain't it with your look. I've never understood why, and I've heard a lot of different conversations. I've heard a lot of anger, and women, immediately. And I'm not saying all women, but this is what I've heard. A lot of women, when they are upset with their man and they no longer want to be with them, they immediately go to with your little, your, that part, your little self. Now, because y'all no longer together, or because he made a mistake, probably cheated, or whatever the case may be, because y'all no longer together, oh, now it's love. Oh, now, he ain't this, he ain't that in the bed. Oh, but when y'all was together, you was climbing the walls. And you was doing things that you wouldn't tell nobody you was doing. But now that y'all ain't together, oh, now it's small. Now it's little. Oh, now, you ain't all that. You ain't this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, wow, really? You wasn't saying that when y'all was together. Maybe you was thinking it, but you wasn't saying that because you so was all up on it. But my point is, women know what buttons to push. And then, like I said, this is not about, I'm not just beating up on women because I got to holler at the men too, and I have hollered at the men. So don't take this out of context and don't think that I'm bashing women. I'm just saying, we hurt as men. We hurt. You just can't say whatever. You just can't put your hands on it. Because see, guess what? When you put your hands on a man, if he was to fight back, who you think gonna win? Now, I'm not saying that you ain't a bad, I ain't saying that you ain't a bad beat. I ain't saying that at all. Now, I know that's the word. I ain't saying it. But I know that's the type of language y'all use. So, I ain't saying that you ain't that. I ain't saying that you wasn't raised with brothers and you got hands. I ain't saying none of that. But men are naturally strong. So 9 times out of 10, who you think gonna win? But then, why would you even want to be in that predicament anyways? Why would you want to have to go there? All I'm saying is, with this whole episode, is that we, as men and as women, need to learn to respect each other. It's, and I get it. Emotion. If something happened, like there's a cheating or something. I get emotions running high, so I get you you want that person to hurt just as much as you are hurting. But we gotta, but that's an outliner. Like I said, in the midst of something like that happening, and you just hurt to the core because of something, I get those emotions. But I'm talking about just an everyday occurrence. You going off and saying and trying to degrade this person just because you ain't got nothing else better to do. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, oh well, if that person cheat on you or they done went and had outside baby. I'm not. I get those emotions because I mean, hey, the Bible say be angry but sin not. So I get it's okay to get angry. It really is. Just don't sin with it. Don't go out and kill nobody or don't you know what I'm saying? It's okay to be angry. It's okay to have emotions on both sides, men and women. But it's how you display those emotions that make the difference. It's how you display those emotions that will have God to step in and say, so that's what we do? I know what they did to you, but that's how you responded? One of the fruits of the Spirit is self-control. And if you don't hear nothing else from me, learn self-control. When sticks and stones and words are thrown at you, learn self-control. The Bible says, vengeance is mine, I will repay. So God is saying, you ain't gotta clap back. You ain't gotta go back after them. I got you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I got you. So what you doing? No. If that's what they doing, you will not let them do what they do. You walk away. Why? Because I want you. See, when you walk away, it's gonna make them. It's like putting heaps of coals on their head. Cause they like, oh, you ain't gonna fight back? No. I holler. Peace. You allow them to be stupid. Yeah, I said it. You allow them to be stupid. If they want to go off out their mouth and they want to say what they want to say, and and whatever. Yeah, you be right by yourself. Because what I'm not gonna do. See, you have to have enough strength on the inside of you to walk away. You got to have enough strength on the inside of you to not allow someone to invade your space and to tell you what you ain't, or to try to degrade you, or whatever the case may be. You're a child of God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And this is why I start off in the beginning talking about how when you got this solid foundation, and when you know that yeah, words can't bother you because you like, okay. I used to hear people all the time especially when I was younger and I was overweight and, oh, you fat. And I'm like, okay. Like, are you trying to tell me something I don't know? Like, what we doing? That's all you got? I'm like, well, you ugly. And you can change fat. You can't change ugly. That was just my thinking. I'm like, have you looked in the mirror? So it's like, yo, when you confident in who you are, let them talk. Let them say what they want to say. But I wanted to put people on notice to understand, yo, you just can't say what you want to say. Because what ends up happening is you end up losing something that could have been the best thing for you. And maybe it wasn't. Like I said, que sera, sera. And I already know how some people might take this video. And that's cool. Because everything comes from a place. Everything comes from ideas and thoughts and situations and circumstances. And that's cool. But understand and know that when you have self-control, that means you're not going to the left or to the right. I did something, about staying in your lane. They tell us in trucking, and, I know a lot of y'all don't know this, but when we driving and something happens, on the road or whatever, they tell us to stay in our lane. Because the reality of it is, now there might be carnage going on in front of us. But if we leave our lane, we could cause even more carnage than what would have been already going on had we stayed in our lane. Because see, we pulling a lot of weight. Hello, weight. We pulling a lot of weight. 53-foot trailer. Some doubles and triple trailers. You know what I'm saying? We pulling a lot of weight. And when you get the veering out of your lane to try to avoid what's in front of you, you could cause even more. You can go from having damage that's in front of you to collateral damage. Whereas, catastrophic type stuff going on. All because you changed your lane. All because you didn't have self-control to stay right where you were supposed to stay. But because you did, I gotta, no. So I just wanted to encourage you guys. Have self-control. Even have self-control before you respond to somebody. If they do you wrong, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, I get it. I get it. If you get cheated on, if you get, whatever the case may be, yeah, man, it's gonna hurt. But I think who's it? I don't think it was Willie Nelson. The song, whatever the song was, you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Like, hey, should I keep this hand? Or should I say, nah, I'm good. I'm out. You just got to know. Well, anyways, man, hey, I appreciate the time y'all had with me, man. I know it's a little different, but like I said, I got to talk about this weight. And there's a lot of abuse going on both sides. There's a lot of abuse going on. Sticks and stones do hurt, but words, they hurt even the more because it goes down to the core. See, sticks and stones hurt on the outside. And yeah, we get bruises, but they heal. But when you hurt on the inside, ooh, and it get down to your core, ooh, that's a whole nother type of hurt. And that type of hurt don't heal overnight. Because you're carrying that. My God, you're carrying that. You take it into other relationships. Now, those people got to deal with what somebody else did to you. All because you never truly healed from it. So, choose your words wisely. Understand who you're with. Understand what they mean to you. And cherish that. And guess what? If you can't do that, then, hey, walk away. Walk away. I'm not telling nobody to walk away from a marriage. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm just saying, understand where you are in your life. Understand who they are. Understand how y'all fit together. Seek counseling. Do whatever you need to do. If you got a problem with your mouth, man, talk to somebody and say, man, I got this problem. First, go to God. That's your number one. Go to God. And see, the reason why a lot of times we don't have self-control because we haven't surrendered. You got to surrender first. Once you truly surrender to God, even if it just surrender to God, and then He'll help you with your self-control. He'll help you with your attitude. He'll help you with your mouth. He'll help you with everything that you are weak in. He'll make you strong. But I love you guys. I thank you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. This is Sticks and Stones, but words. Can't wait to talk. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy, Dom Kizzie in the building. We gonna talk about it. So let's get it. Cussing and stuff bleeped out because I am who I am. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to do what I do, man.
Do what you do.
But it's going down. Really.